This video isn't here for you to nod along to and then go right back to complaining about the exact same things tomorrow. It's here for you to hear, swallow hard, and actually do something with. Put on your headphones and go wash the dishes, sit in traffic, sweep the floor, because real life, in the middle of the daily mess, is where this philosophy either works or it's just another pretty little quote on a coffee mug. No stagecoach with a microphone, no mantras, no incense. Just the truth with a boot to the backside. If you're into it, drop a like and subscribe. Let's go and quit stalling. First truth, no anesthesia. Complaining is the single most useless thing the human race ever invented. Think about it with me. You complain about traffic. Does the traffic move? No. You complain about your boss. Does your boss suddenly turn into a good human being? No. You complain about the weather, the government, the price of groceries, your star sign. Does any of that shift 1 single millimeter because of your whining? Zero. Nothing. Not a thing. Complaining is the only exercise on earth that burns energy and moves absolutely nothing. It's pedaling a stationary bike and expecting to arrive somewhere. You sweat, you get tired, you go red in the face, and you stay parked at the exact same spot. Marcus Aurelius, who ran the largest empire on the planet and had actual problems to solve, wrote a note to himself: stop arguing about what a good man should be, and just be one. Translated into plain barstool English, stop talking and go. If the guy who commanded millions of people didn't have time to sit around moaning, what on earth makes you think you do? Complaining is the comfort of someone who doesn't want to pay the price of changing. Next stop, and this one stings. You complain because it's easier than acting. Let's be honest for 1 second. Complaining feels good. It's free. It takes no effort, no courage. It doesn't require you to get off the couch. You open your mouth, you dump the whole disaster out, and you even get an audience that nods along and says, yeah, life really is hard right now. It's a group hug for people who are standing still. Action is the opposite of all of that. Action is work. Action exposes you to mistakes, to exhaustion, to the chance of failing in front of other people. That's exactly why your lazy brain prefers complaining. It gives you the sensation of doing something without you doing a single thing. Seneca nailed it 2,000 years ago. It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Read that again. The problem was never the difficulty. The problem was that you never started. Every day you spend complaining about the size of the mountain is one more day you didn't take the first step up it. And the mountain, my friend, doesn't get any smaller while you stand at the bottom cursing it. Now pay attention, because this is the ruler that separates the adult from the toddler. What depends on you and what doesn't. The Stoics had one simple, brutal trick to cut about 90% of human whining at the root. Divide everything in life into 2 boxes. Box 1, what's under your control? Box 2, what's not? And here's the punchline. You only act on box 1. And you let box 2 go. Epictetus, who was born a slave and walked with a limp, had less patience for drama than your grandmother in a long line at the bank. He hammered on this one point over and over. Do your part with what's in your hands and accept the rest as it comes. You don't control whether it rains on the day of your event. You control whether you brought an umbrella. You don't control whether you got laid off. You control what you do starting tomorrow morning. Every single complaint is born from one dumb confusion. You stand there pounding on box 2, the box of things that don't depend on you, while you completely ignore box 1, the only box where you actually have any power. Stop punching the wall. Turn toward the thing you can actually move. Next punch, and this one messes with your ego. Complaining is declaring yourself a victim and being proud of it. Every time you complain, you know what you're saying without realizing it? It's not my fault. I'm just a leaf blown around by the wind. The world did this to me, and it can be comfortable to play the victim for a while, because the victim doesn't have to do anything. The victim just waits to be rescued. But there's one small detail. While you toss the blame out there into the world, you hand over your power to change right along with it. If it's all the government's fault, your dad's fault, your ex's fault, the economy's fault, your childhood's fault, then the solution is in their hands too, and you sit there with your hands tied, waiting for the world to fix something it's never going to fix. The Stoics flipped that logic inside out. Epictetus said that blaming others for your own troubles is the mark of someone who hasn't started learning yet. Blaming yourself is a step forward, and blaming no one, and simply acting, is wisdom complete. Heavy, right? It's not about beating yourself up. It's about grabbing the wheel. The moment you stop saying, "Look what they did to me," and start saying, "What am I going to do about this?" your whole life changes owners. And the new owner is you. Let's talk about a modern trap. The complaining circle wraps an arm around you and drags you down with it. Look at your own conversations. There's that group of friends, that group chat, that table at the bar where everybody only talks about problems. They complain about work, complain about the country, complain about life, and nobody ever proposes doing a single thing. It's a club of drowning people hugging each other in the middle of the ocean and calling it floating. And here's the worst part. You walk away from those conversations feeling relieved, because at least it's not just me. But relief is not a solution. You just numb the pain so you can stay exactly where you were, now with the clean conscience of someone who shared the suffering. Seneca warned us a long time ago. We become like the people we spend our time with. If you spend your days surrounded by complainers, you become a black belt in complaining. If you walk with people who act, some of that rubs off on you too. I'm not telling you to abandon your friends. I'm telling you to notice who pulls you up and who holds you down. Sometimes your biggest anchor isn't a problem at all. It's the circle of people who love to describe the problem loud and clear and hate to solve it. Now the question that dismantles all whining. And what are you going to do about it? This is the magic question, and it works almost like a lie detector. Next time you catch yourself complaining about something, ask yourself this one flat, dry question. Okay, and what am I going to do about this? And one of two things happens, and both of them are great. First, you discover you can do something. So do it. The complaining is over. The plan begins. Unhappy with your salary? Complaining won't add a single cent, but learning a new skill will. Out of shape? Cursing at the mirror won't burn a single gram, but tomorrow's walk will. Second, you discover you can't do anything, that it's genuinely out of your control. And guess what? Then it makes no sense to complain either, because that's like yelling at the rain. Accept it, adapt, and keep moving. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not over events out there. Realize that, and you find your strength." Both exits from that question pull you out of the crying and put you in emotion. Either you act or you accept. The one thing that doesn't exist is the cowardly third option of complaining forever without lifting a finger. Next truth, and this is the secret of people who get things done. Start small, start ugly, but start. You know why most people trade action for complaining? Because they sit around waiting for the perfect plan. They wait for total certainty, the ideal conditions, motivation falling out of the sky. Monday, New Year's, the planets to line up. And since that magic moment never arrives, they never start, and they fill the emptiness by complaining that it can't be done. The truth is, action creates clarity, not the other way around. You don't think out the whole path in your head and then walk. You walk, you trip, you adjust, and the path appears under your feet as you go. Whoever waits to feel ready dies waiting. The Stoics weren't armchair philosophers writing pretty theory for nobody to use. They were men of action, a general, an emperor, an advisor, a former slave who became a master. Their philosophy was meant to be lived on the battlefield of real life, dirty on the fly. Marcus Aurelius wrote his notes late at night, exhausted, in the middle of a war, freezing, with no inspiration whatsoever, and he still did what had to be done. Stop waiting for the right moment. Do it badly, do it scared, do it half-finished. But do it. One crooked step forward is worth more than 1,000 complaints standing still. Now a serious talk about the math. Complaining is expensive, and you're the one who pays the bill. We think complaining is free, but it isn't. Every minute you spend moaning is a minute that didn't come back, and that built nothing. Imagine adding up all the hours of your life that went out the window in complaining, in pointless arguments, in "oh, life is so hard." That's enough to have learned a language. Enough to have started a business. Enough to have changed your whole life. Seneca kept hammering this. It's not that we have so little time, it's that we waste so much of it. And there's no dumber waste than complaining, because it doesn't even give you real pleasure. At least the person who wastes time at a party had some fun. The complainer wastes the time and walks out more bitter than they walked in. It's loss on top of loss. Treat your complaining for what it really is, an expense. Every time you open your mouth to whine for the 100th time about the same problem without doing a thing, you're paying with the one currency that never comes back, your life. Ask yourself if it's worth it. Almost never is. This one is liberating. Acceptance isn't giving up, it's quitting the fight with reality. There's one kind of complaining that's the most stubborn of them all, the fight with what already happened. The fact already happened, it's done, it's gone, and the person stays right there days, months, years, repeating it shouldn't have been like this, it's not fair, why me? That's arguing with a door that already slammed shut. The door isn't going to reopen just because you scream at it. The Stoics called it loving your fate, loving what happens, not because you like it, but because it's already real, and fighting with what's real is guaranteed madness. Epictetus said, "Don't demand that things happen as you wish. Wish for them to happen as they do, and your life will flow in peace." Careful, because people mix this up. Acceptance is not folding your arms and giving up. Acceptance is looking reality dead in the eye, without the filter of "it shouldn't be," and from that solid ground, deciding your next step. You lost the job, fact. Fighting the fact is whining. Accepting the fact and sending out your resume is action. The difference between who sinks and who swims was never the storm. It was who stopped cursing the water and started moving inside it. Now brace yourself. This one messes with your comfort. Action scares you because you got addicted to excuses. An excuse is the twin brother of a complaint. The complaint points the finger outward, the excuse points it inward, but they both have the same job, to get you out of acting. I don't have time. I don't have money. I wasn't born for this. When things get better. Each of those excuses is a soft little mattress for you to fall onto without getting hurt and stay in the exact same place. The problem is that excuses are like belly fat. They pile up without you noticing, and one day you wake up stuck, heavy, unable to move yourself anywhere. The more you justify yourself, the weaker you get, because every excuse is a muscle of courage you chose not to train. The Stoics did the opposite on purpose. Seneca, filthy rich, would pick days to eat little and sleep on the hard floor just to prove to himself that he could handle it. It wasn't masochism, it was training to kill the excuse before it was even born. Because someone who has already proven they can take the discomfort has nothing left to be afraid of. Stop feeding the excuse monster. Every time you act despite the fear, despite the exhaustion, despite the laziness, you get a little stronger. And strong people have a whole lot less to complain about. And the last truth, the hardest of them all, nobody is coming to do it for you. I know it feels nicer to wait. To wait for the government to fix it, for the boss to notice, for your luck to turn, for someone to show up and sort your life out while you watch from the sidelines, complaining. But sit down, because here comes the final slap. Nobody is coming. There's no hero, no savior, no magic luck falling out of the sky into your lap. There's you and your two hands. And you know the best part of that? It's the best news you'll hear all day. Because if nobody is coming to do it for you, then the key is in your hands too. You stop depending, you stop waiting, you stop outsourcing your life to other people, and you finally grab the wheel. The Stoics didn't pray for an easy life. They trained to be strong in a hard one. They didn't sit waiting for the sea to calm down. They learned to row in the storm. The difference between the one who arrives and the one who stays complaining on the shore is not talent, not luck, not the starting line. It's who decided to shut their mouth, open their arms, and start rowing. So wake up. Life doesn't owe you anything. Nobody is coming to pick you up, and that, my friend, is exactly what makes you free. The complaining is the chain. The action is the key, and the key was in your pocket the whole time. At the end of the day, Stoicism isn't smiling at everything and pretending it's all fine. It's looking at life the way it actually is, without the veil of whining, and deciding to do something useful with the time you've got. It's trading how unfair for okay now, what? It's quitting the loud, clear description of the problem and starting to take it apart with your own hands. The life you want doesn't begin on the day everything goes right, the day the world cooperates, the day people stop getting in your way. That day doesn't exist. It begins in that boring, soundtrack-free moment when you shut the mouth of complaint and take the first ugly, crooked, brave step. The world is not going to get perfect for you. It never will. So the best thing you can do is stop waiting for it to get better and start making your corner of it better. If this talk gave you a slap of truth, drop the word ACT in the comments. Send this video to that one friend who complains nonstop and never does anything. And subscribe to Inner Fortress, because here we strengthen the mind with no fluff every single day. Now, close the video and go do something. See you next time.